If venture capitalists are so bad at their jobs, why do people keep giving VCs money? And there are a few reasons for this. Number one is if you do perform well in venture capital, you don't get rich, you get richy rich rich. Mark Andreessen has a net worth in the billions. I think he's almost at 2 billion right now. Peter Thiel is in the billions. Most of your great venture capitalists are in the billions. These are people who make a ton of money, and there's not. You can argue that not all of them are like that uniquely talented. I think Andreessen's done a great job building a firm. Look, I think all of the benchmark guys are very good investors. They deserve to be where they are. And because of the carry structure, if you have one fund that's a 30x, you can get incredibly, incredibly wealthy. Number two is tax advantaging. Venture is a very tax advantaged asset class, especially in the United States. Between QSBS, between just a lot of other things with how you handle your K1s, you can manage that as a good asset. It's a good way to write off taxes. Number three, and something that you're seeing increasingly commonly, is that venture is a hedge against the public markets. Obviously, in recent years, a lot of VCs have started to buy into public markets and public markets trends, which is not what you're supposed to be doing as a venture capitalist, but I will talk about that more in another video. But generally speaking, venture is supposed to run anti-cyclical to publics. That means that if you have great public exposure, you use VC, you use other types of alternative assets as a way to balance out that risk and that exposure. So if you have a lot of money allocated on one side, something goes wrong, you're still doing okay in another front. That's another common reason you invest in VC. And lastly, it's fun. A lot of times venture defines the zeitgeist of tech, of the broader markets. Whatever we're investing in, it's trendy, it's cool. People want to be on the cutting edge of technology. I remember we were investors in Colossal at my old firm, and people would want to get involved with Colossal just because they're cloning the woolly mammoth, because it's really cool, and it is authentically really cool. There's a real business there too, but it is really cool, and that is something people want to be around. They want involvement, especially if you're high net worth individuals. Sometimes they just want to brag that they are, a shareholder in a company, that they invested in a company, even if that's through the layer of a venture capital firm or as an individual. Either way, that's a reason that a lot of people invest in venture firms. Whether that's right or wrong, that one is probably going to persist for the rest of our lives.